Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, February 4th, 2019, and it's 41 degrees in Northeast Ohio, going up to 58. It wasn't. It was just last week. A few days ago, we were sub-0 degrees. Good morning. How are you? So today's topic is dreams, habits, and the 1%. Only 1%. 1%. 1%. Dreams, habits, and only 1%. Only 1% of the people will do what is necessary to achieve their dreams and break their habits and form new habits. It's proven, it's proven, it's proven. You have to have a systematic way to achieve your dreams, to get things done. A systematic way, a habit. A habit. If you're going to play music and play it successfully and play the right note at the right time with everybody else, you have to practice. Discipline. You have to do those things we don't want to hear. We grew up hearing these words from our parents, from our teachers, from everybody, maybe older siblings, whatever. Our mentors. A mentor. What is a mentor? A mentor is a person that takes you under their wing and shapes you, forms you, helps guide you. Had some great mentors in my lifetime, and I had some people I didn't listen to as well. When I listened and did what I was supposed to do, I got results, great results. When I chose to not be so disciplined and not have good habits, and as Will Smith says, choose shit that's not in our best interest. Will Smith. So there are some great motivators, some great orators, some great speakers. Will Smith is, he says a lot more words than I would prefer to listen to, but he knows what he's talking about. Tony Robbins, not my kind of guy either, but he's a good motivator and a great speaker. Jim Kwik, I just discovered him. I don't know that I've ever really heard him before, but these guys are all on one video that I just happened to stumble across last night. And it was really funny because I just had replayed one of my own videos from the other day. What's holding you back? No, or what killed your big dream? That was my video. What killed your big dream? And then I just happened to listen to this one last night. And these guys are all saying exactly what I just said. I never heard them before. I never saw this video before. I never heard these things. Some things we hear and it gets in our mind and our subconscious and it helps guide us, and then we regurgitate what we heard, but we don't remember that we heard it. So I might have heard some of it before. I used to listen to some motivational speakers, W. Clement Stone, Earl Nightingale, various other ones. But these guys, the name of the video I will post down below on YouTube. When this goes to YouTube a little later today, this will have the link to this particular video I'm referring to, where Will Smith, Jim Kwik, and others, Tony Robbins, Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen's a really good orator, very good speaker, very good motivational speaker. The name of this video that they are all on is The One Thing, Only 1%. ... The One Thing, Only 1%. What they're saying is there's 7 billion people in the world. Only a few really are disciplined to be in the 1%, and those are the 1%ers. The 1%ers are disciplined enough to get up, show up, dress, and follow their disciplined program. Be disciplined enough to have a systematic way, Jim Kwik says. The only way you can accomplish things is to have a systematic method. www-ssc. www. Walk, water, weigh yourself every day, reduce sodiums, sugars, and other carbohydrates. I don't know how much simpler I can make it for you to develop a habit to achieve your dreams. No matter what it is, this is how it is done. You simplify, you focus, just like darts, you focus and you hit that bullseye. WWWSSC. It is that simple. However, you do have to do your part. You do have to be self-disciplined. Not everyone can lose 60 pounds. Not everyone can lose 70 pounds. Not everyone can lose 80 pounds or 100 pounds. The little girl in Sears in Las Vegas, she had lost, a cute little girl, she had lost 100 pounds. I went there to look at the treadmills and things and saw this elliptical. She suggested I don't buy an elliptical. Later, I bought an elliptical. She was right. Don't buy an elliptical. I was too fat. She knew how much effort she put in to lose 100 pounds. Cute little girl. How could she ever weigh that much? How could she ever weigh that much? I said, how did you lose it? And she said, over here, and she shows me the elliptical. But she says, I don't suggest you get an elliptical. She knows that people have bad habits. So we go back to the habits of the other day that I talked about. How long does it take? It takes about 21 days, depending on your level of discipline. It takes about 21 days to create a new habit. It takes about 21 days to break an old habit. It's debatable. It could take 500 days. And how disciplined are you? That's what matters. So Tony Robbins, Jim Quick, Will Smith, Joel Osteen, they're all saying the same thing that I'm saying. They've all been saying the same thing I'm saying. I just heard it last night. Only 1%. So what percent are you? In your town, in your village, in your area, what percentage are you? Are you like I was, where I lay in bed all day long? Get up at 2:30 in the afternoon. Every day I'm a little bit bigger, I think. That's how I was. But at some point you have to decide. You have to make that decision. Are you going to be like Will Smith says and choose shit every day that does not get us where we want to go? As he says, choose shit that is not in our best interest. Every day, he says, the world is pulling us down, pulling you down, pulling you down. And every day, you're choosing shit that is not in your best interest? In other words, you're kicking yourself while the world's pulling you down? How stupid is that? Build yourself up. So Jim Quick summarizes it this way. In order to achieve things, to accomplish results, you have to find a way, a systematic way that becomes a habit, and do it every day. He says that you can only make so many decisions in a day, and then you get tired and you don't make good decisions. So the people like Steve Jobs, all these other people that wear the same clothes every day, you see I wear a lot of black, it's kind of easy. They wear the same outfit every day. They don't have a lot to choose from because they don't want to waste their energy in the morning when they're fresh and alert. They don't want to spend that prime energy on making a decision on what to wear. It sounds stupid, but it's true. So if you want to be successful in weight loss, you have to have a systematic system, and here it is. WWW, the 3 W's. What are they? Walk, water, weigh yourself every day. Get that in your head. Walk, water, weigh yourself every day. Walk, water, weigh yourself every day. And reduce sodium, sugars, and other carbohydrates. It's that simple. Don't worry about having a target weight. Don't worry about it. If you're overweight, you're watching this. If you're not overweight, you may not be watching this. If you're overweight and you want to make a change, everybody starts the new year. They want to. They start the new year. They want to make a change. They start exercising. They go to the gym twice, and they find excuses. I do the same thing. I went to the gym yesterday because I didn't want to walk outside because the air's a little bit rough, a little raw, as my father would say. And so I decided I wanted to go to the gym. So I go to Planet Fitness and I sit in the. No, I actually went in the store next door and I bought a printer that was on sale that I'd been watching for a while. And then I took that to the truck and I thought, maybe I just go home and set this up. And then I said to myself, okay, I'm talking myself out of this again. So I sat in my truck for a few minutes, did a few things towards this, excuse me, and then I knew I was going to go to Aldi's later and buy some foods. So I decided I would go, force myself to go in the gym. And then I made a video in the gym while I'm doing that to so I'm not so bored. That's one reason I do the videos when I'm in the gym. Is A, I'm motivated at that particular time to do a video to because it reinforces this effort in me. And secondly, it keeps me from being bored. I get bored so easy. So easy. My mind is a little bit quick, and I get bored very, very easily. You see me glancing to that side, right? That's my left, even though it looks right on the video. That's my left. That's the picture window in the front of the building, and I have some bird seed out there, bird food, and so I'm watching the birds change their habits. And so it gets my attention when the birds come in to eat the seed, and so that's why I'm glancing that way. So yes, this is only 1% of the people choose to make new habits. I talked about this last night on the video. I don't know how else to say it, but start today. Decide you're going to try. Decide you're going to change. Decide you're going to succeed this time. Rich Rollo's doing a great job. He'll probably stop in here in a minute, meaning on the video. He'll probably tune in and tell me his latest results. But I think yesterday he said he's down 17 pounds. And so he's doing a really, really great job. And I know he's focused because he's got some other things going on, like his sugar's high suddenly and some other things. So I know he's focused on not wanting to be miserable and depressed and so forth. So he's changing, and he's changing his habits, and he knows it's hard. And he loves things like I'm talking about. He loves salt. He loves sweets, just like I do. And I still eat them. As a matter of fact, I just threw this package away. I bought this yesterday. If you haven't tried these are kind of really good. I don't usually eat Oreos at all. I never did. These are peanut butter and chocolate cream in a graham wafer. It's not really a graham cracker type thing, but it tastes like it. And so I looked at it last night because I kind of like these things. And so it only has 21 grams of carbohydrates in 2 cookies. That's the same as 2 slices of bread. 2 cookies is the same as, or 1 cookie, let's look at it that way. 1 cookie is the same as a slice of bread. And it's got some protein, 1 gram of protein. And 0 cholesterol. So actually, for an Oreo, for a snack, for a cookie, this really isn't too bad, but I just threw that away just a while ago. And so anyway, this is about choices. We have to make choices. You cannot deny yourself of what you like and what you want to eat. So I was saying that Rich likes sweets. Rich likes salt on his food. And we just have to cut that down. And it's hard to cut that down, especially the sugars, because they are addicting. But we have to cut the sugars down so that to reduce these carbs so that we can lose weight and achieve our weight goal. In my case, 222 is my target weight. I chose to call this a target weight. I chose the number for a reason, and I chose it after I had already started to lose weight from nearly 300 pounds. At one point, I was 3 pounds from 300 pounds. At the time I started the big weight loss, I was about 10 pounds less. So I had done this before and yo-yoed like most of you do. So now it's been 5.5 years, coming up on 6 years that I've maintained this newer weight. Maintained the weight loss, not gone up more than 3% to 5%. So you have to allow yourself that space. But today's topic, of course, is only 1% dreams and habits. You have to have a systematic way to achieve your dreams. You have to have a systematic way and do it several days in a row to make a new habit and break old habits. It takes about 21 days, so you just have to keep doing it. And if you skip a day, don't feel bad and don't beat yourself up. Get back on track and do it some more. Just like practicing music. We don't all practice. Musicians don't practice music every day. We try to. And when we do it every day, it's great. and everybody gets off or takes a little bit of break for whatever reason, and then they go back and they call it woodshedding. I got to go to the woodshed. I got to do some woodshedding and practice my music. Anyone that's successful in music, and you don't have to be a superstar, but if you are in a group, if you are in an ensemble, if you are in music school, you learn discipline eventually. When you're in high school and band in music, you don't necessarily learn discipline. You're led by your leader and taught about discipline, but you don't always do it. So the people that usually sit in the first chair seats in music are the ones that are a little bit more disciplined and practice more and achieve more. That's why they're sitting there. Everyone has talent, but do they have they developed the skill? The talent is in you. The skill is developed through the discipline, the practicing, doing the same thing every day, practicing your music, whatever that is, trumpet, clarinet, whatever. I don't know why I'm thinking of the clarinets, but I'm a brass player. Drummers, whatever, you practice every day. Some people practice bad habits. Drummers, I love to pick on drummers because the drummers always want to. First of all, our personality usually guides us to picking the instrument that we play. Trumpet players are a little bit more outgoing. They view themselves oftentimes as leading the band. And drummers, I don't know what their personality is, but a little bit the same, I think. And drummers, what I see in them in music is that they love to show their fills. They want to show the latest thing that they can do and that they learned. The problem with it is most of them, 99% of the drummers that want to do that, have not developed the basic skill of keeping time. And when I hear a band and I hear a drummer, it's the first thing I notice. It's the absolute first thing I notice is the drummer. The drummer makes the band, first of all. The rhythm section makes the band. The bass player, the drummer, the keyboard player is part of the rhythm section. Those guys, they make the band as to how they're keeping time. Are they behind? Are they ahead? Are they right on it? Are they just a little bit ahead to be, to leading it and being really aggressive? There's so much about it, but the point is drummers love to show you their fills, their newest, greatest fill, and then they can't squeeze it into the time frame that it has to fit. And if they are great with their timing, their fill will fit. If they're terrible with their timing, it doesn't matter what they played because it doesn't fit. Oh my God, I have a lot of examples that are in my head right now of drummers that I've talked to about this, but a great drummer stands out. And a great drummer is a great drummer because of what? They took the time to develop their skill. They took the time to develop their habit. They took the time in a systematic way to learn what to do and learn not to do certain things. They chose to do good things, not choose shit that gets in our way of achieving our goals, like Will Smith says. I'm just quoting Will Smith. So that's today's topic, dreams, habits, and only 1% of the people will do what is necessary to command their mind to have a better body. It's that simple. I posted a lot of photographs yesterday of fighters. For some reason, Muhammad Ali was on my mind because he had a great body, and he was about 220 pounds, 222, when he at his prime fighting weight. He was a thinner guy in the earlier years, skinnier guy, and then he was really developed. And if you look at those photographs, he's really got a great lean body when he's in shape, and he could really land a straight right, as they say. And he knew the psychology also of defeating his opponents before he ever got in the ring, and they talk about that if you listen to them. But there's a lot of great fighters, a lot of great motivation. Just take a photo of any of these people. Muhammad Ali's daughter, when she was in shape, and when she's out of shape, she's a beautiful person, but she's even more beautiful when she's in shape. And just take a look at those people and use that as motivation. You're not trying to be an athlete. You're not trying to be something you're not. You're trying to just simply achieve your dream by way of developing new habits. New habits take about 21 days. So just sit back, enjoy the ride. 21 days, you'll have a new body already, and you may not even have achieved your target weight, but you're going to enjoy the ride. So have a great day. 41 degrees Northeast Ohio, going to 58, and that's it for now. Have a good one.